all. You say you love me one day, next you don't. Knowing damn well I can't leave you alone. You say I'm being dramatic, but I feel taken advantage of. My intuition's never steered me wrong. Girl, you're a blessing and a curse. If I stay or if I go, either way I end up hurt.
And then you start, and then what happens, right? To me, it's you start crying more and more. Like,
Rain in the morning.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe. And today I'll be showing you how to crochet that sweater on my thumbnail, and the following are the requirement to make that sweater. So I'll be using this yarn. I'll be using this color of yarn. It's a robin yarn, and it's a 50-gram weight yarn. Then also I'll be using a 3.5mm hook. You require a measuring tape and a pair of scissors, and let's get started. So to make this sweater, first thing is measuring your waist size. So first thing, take the measurement of your waist size. For example, my waist size is 28 inches. So after getting your waist size, divide it by 2, because the first front panel should be made of half your waist size. So for example, my waist size is 28. I'm going to divide it by 2 to get 14 inches. And that is what the front panel should be made up to, and also the back panel, so that when you join the two panels together, it can give you 28 inches. But remember, for this sweater that you are making right now, it has to be a bit baggy. So for example, if the half of my waist is 14 inches, I'm going to crochet 20 inches so that it can be a bit baggy. Another thing that you have to determine is the height that you want for this sweater. So first thing that you are going to make right now, you are going to make the sleeves of the sweater. Then after that, I'll be guiding you on how to make the back panel. Then last thing that you are going to make is the front panel. The other thing that you are going to do is joining all the panels together and forming the turtleneck part. So let's get into it. So remember, to make the sleeve, first of all, you have to determine the height that you want for the sleeves. And to make these sleeves, we'll be using a ribbed pattern. For this entire sweater, we'll be using a ribbed pattern. So first thing is determining the height that you want for your sleeve. So for mine, I chained 120 inches. I've already made the sleeve. What I'm doing right now, it's a sample to guide you on how to make this sweater. So I'm just going to chain 120 inches, and also you are going to chain the height that you want for your sleeves. Then after that, I'll be here to show you what to do next. I've completed chaining the height that you want for the sleeve. So from that point, you are going to make 15 single crochet. So for the first 15 stitches of here, they should be made of the single crochet. Then after that, the rest of the stitches should be made of half double crochet. So I'll just keep this first stitch over here. This is the stitch that's holding the hook. So onto the next stitch, I'll be placing a single crochet. Then for the next 15 stitches, we'll be placing single crochets. And for a single crochet, you just insert the hook, pull through the yarn to have 2 loops on your hook. Then after that, yarn over all the 2 loops at the same time. So continue this for a total of 15 rows. Then after that, I'll be here to show you what to do next. I've completed making first 15 stitches, and they should be made of single crochet. So after that, you are going to place 1 half double crochet in each and every stitch until you complete the rest of the stitches. So to make half double crochet, you have to yarn over first to have 2 loops on your hook, then insert the hook onto the next stitch, pull through the yarn to have a total of 3 loops on your hook. Then after that, yarn over all the 3 loops at the same time. So continue placing 1 half double crochet in each and every stitch until you complete this row. Then after that, I'll be here to show you what to do next. I've completed my first row of making the sleeves. So to start the next row, you have to chain 2, then turn your work around, skip the first stitch over here, then place you are not going to skip a stitch, I'm sorry for that. So just place half double crochet on the back loop of this first stitch over here, and this is what we call back loops. These are the back loops. So place half double crochet on the back loops of those stitches. Remember, we'll be using a ribbed pattern to make this sweater. Place one half double crochet on the previous double crochet and place one single crochet on the previous single crochet. So just continue repeating this, and I'll meet you when you reach to the stitches where we made the single crochet, so that I can explain to you what to do next. I've completed placing one half double crochet on the previous double crochet stitch. Now I'm to the stitch where we had placed single crochet, and also to the single crochet we'll be placing one single crochet on the back loops of the previous single crochet. So continue placing one single crochet in each and every stitch until complete this row. Then after that, I'll be here to show you what to do next. I've completed my second row of making the sleeves. So after that, to start a new row, we are going to chain one and turn your work around. Place one single crochet in the single crochet stitches, and also place one half double crochet on the half double crochet stitches, and remember we'll be placing them on the back loops of the previous stitch. So repeat this until you achieve the width that you want for your sleeve. Also, you can be trying to fit it on so that you can see if it will fit you well. I never counted the exact row. The exact rows that I made for my sleeve, but you just try to fit it on to see if it will fit you well. And that is it. So this is how my sleeve looks. You should be having something like this. Remember, this is where we made the single crochet. You can see the single crochet pattern, how they looks, and this point it's where we made the half double crochet. You can see how the half double crochet looks. So you should have something like this, and make sure that you try it on. You can just put your arm over the put your piece over the arm to see if it's going to fit you well. So repeat this and make another sleeve. Then after that, I'll be showing you how to make the back panel. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that I can feel motivated to keep on uploading more videos for you, and so that I can't give up again. So let me explain to you how we'll be making the back panel. And remember, you have to make the back panel first before making the front panel. So I'm just going to show you how to make the back panel. So guys, right now I'll be explaining to you how to make this back panel, and as you can see, the back panel is only made of half double crochets. So first thing that you have to do is determining the height that you want for this sweater. For example, for the height, I mean from this point up to this point over here. For me, I chained mine 80 stitches. So after chaining 80 stitches, you'll just be making rows of half double crochet, and you'll be placing the half double crochets on the back loops of the previous stitches until you achieve your waist size. And remember, the waist size, which I mean over here, it's half your waist size. For example, I told you my waist size is 28 inches. So after getting that 28 inches, you are going to divide it by 2. So the first panel should be made of 14 inches, but don't make exactly 14 inches. You have to make it to be a bit large. So as for this sweater to be baggy, you have to make it large. So as you can see, this is more than 14 inches. So also for yours, you should make it a bit large so that it can be baggy. Then after that, you should have something like this. So for back panel, it's only a rectangular shaped piece. And another thing that you have to know, you have to make the back panel first before making the front panel. And this is how my back panel looks. You should have something like this. That is how it looks. This back panel should guide you on how to make the front panel. These are both my panel. This is my front panel and this is my back panel. And always remember, this back panel should help you to determine on how to make this front panel over here. So you have to estimate this piece over this rows over here and this rows over here. This is my neck part. This is my, so as to form the neck part. So this is the shoulder part and this is the other shoulder part. So in simple, the shoulder part in this side should be equal to this side. For example, here I made 26 rows of the shoulder part. Also onto this other side, there should be 26 rows of the shoulder part. So you have to estimate on how to make this, because our rows are varying according to different sizes that you have. You just have to estimate. I don't know how to explain what I'm telling you right now, but you have to estimate so that you can determine this shoulder part. So just count rows from this point, make sure that they are equal up to this point. So for example, let's say mine were 26 rows, so my 26 rows will reach up to this point. Also again, count 26 rows from this side up to this side, then place your stitch mark over here. So this is what will be your neck part after placing your stitch mark onto these stitches over here. Then after placing your stitch mark onto this stitch over here and also onto this stitch over here, you just count the rows that are between here and divide them by 2 so that you can make the rows of increase and the rows of decrease. So I'll just be explaining to you how to make the front panel, and hope you can understand what I've told you. You just look at my pattern and try to imitate it, and it will be a bit simple for you. Also, it will be a bit simple if you try. I think it's simple at the first time. You have to try. So you just make sure that you form something like this so that it can be easy for us to make the the turtleneck part. So guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and hope you have understood. I'll be guiding you on how to make this. Don't let it stress you. I'll be guiding you on how to make it. I've completed making my 26 rows, and this is how my piece looks. You should have something like this. Then after that, you are going to make the neck part, and for the neck part, first of all, we'll make a reducing pattern. We'll be reducing the number of stitches. Then after that, we'll be increasing again the number of stitches. So right now we are going to decrease, and I'll be guiding you on how to decrease the pattern. So we'll only be decreasing on the upper part of the top, because on the upper part of the sweater, because that is where we want to form a neck part. So for example, assume this is the upper part of the sweater. So you are going to count 10 stitches from here. So this is my first stitch, my second, my third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 8, 9 and 10. So we are going to skip these 10 stitches over here. Then we'll be starting a new row from this point. And to start this new row, that's where we start decreasing the piece. So you are going to chain 2 as usual, then turn your work around. But right now we'll be making a decrease, and for the decrease you'll yarn over, then insert the hook onto this first stitch over here, then pull through the yarn over again, insert the hook onto the next stitch, pull through the yarn to have a total of 5 loops on your hook. Then after that, yarn over all the 5 stitches at the same time. The reason why I'm doing that is to join 2 stitches to form 1. So continue placing 1 half double crochet in each and every stitch until you complete this row. Remember, we will not be decreasing onto the lower part of the top. We will only be decreasing onto the upper part of the top. So just continue placing 1 half double crochet in each and every stitch. When you reach onto this point, chain 2, turn your work around, and I'll meet you when you're onto the second row, when you're almost this upper part over here, to show you what to do next. I'm almost completing this row, and remember, we'll be making a decrease onto the upper part of this sweater. Then another thing, we'll only make a decrease when you are remaining with 2 stitches over here, and right now I have 4 stitches, so I'll continue placing half double crochet until I'm remaining with 2 stitches, and these are my 2 stitches. Then after that we start decreasing, and to make a decrease you have to yarn over, then insert the hook onto the next stitch, pull through the yarn to have a total of 3 loops on your hook, then yarn over, insert the hook onto the last stitch, pull through the yarn to have a total of 5 loops on your hook. Then after that yarn over all the 5 loops at the same time. Then after that you are going to chain 2 and turn your work around. Also onto this row, at the beginning of this row, because it is on the upper part of this top, you are going to make a decrease. And to make a decrease, you have said you yarn over, insert the hook onto the next stitch, pull through the yarn, then yarn over again, insert the hook onto the next stitch, pull through the yarn to have a total of 5 loops on your hook. Then after that yarn over all the 5 stitches on your hook. So you continue placing half double crochet in each and every stitch, and you'll make a total, you'll be repeating this until you have a total of 18 rows. So repeat that for a total of 18 rows. Then after that I'll be there to show you what to do next. And please guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I've completed making my 18 rows of decrease. So after that we are going to make rows of increase. Immediately after completing the rows of decrease, you should make rows of increase. So my next row over here, it will be a row of increase, and I'll be guiding you on how to increase the number of stitches in a row. So here I'm just going to place 1 half double crochet onto these 2 next stitches, but onto the last stitch you are going to place 2 half double crochet on it. That is how we are going to increase. Then after that, chain 2 as usual, then turn your work around. Remember also onto this next row we'll be increasing the number of stitches. So onto the first stitch over here we are going to place 2 half double crochet so as to increase. Then onto the rest of the stitches you just place 1 single crochet in each and every stitch. Remember, we will only be making rows of increase and decrease onto the upper part of this vest. So I've already made my 2 rows. Let me check. Let me repeat again what I've said. To start a row, as usual, you have to chain 2, turn your work around, then onto the first stitch over here, because you are making an increase, you'll be placing 2 half double crochet onto that first stitch over there. Then onto the rest of the stitches, just place 1 half double crochet until you complete this row. And remember, we will only be increasing and decreasing onto the upper part of this sweater so as to form the neck for the sweater. Place half double crochet until you reach onto this point, then start a new row, placing 1 half double crochet in each and every stitch until you reach onto somewhere like here. Then again I'll be here to show you how to make a row of increase again. I'm almost completing this row. It's my second row of increase, so I'm just remaining with 3 stitches over here. And remember, onto the last stitch, it's where we'll be making an increase. And to make our increase, you'll be placing 2 half double crochet into the same stitch. So place 2 half double crochet onto that last stitch over there. Then after that, chain 2, turn your work around. Onto the first stitch again, place 2 half double crochet, and that is how we'll be increasing. So continue making rows of increase until you have 18 rows of increase. Remember, the rows of decrease should be equal with the rows of increase. So just repeat that. Then after that, I'll be here to show you what to do next. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Right now I've completed making my 18 rows of increase, and this is the curve that the rows are forming. So after that, remember here we reduced the number of stitches by 10 stitches. We reduced by skipping these 10 stitches over here. So onto this side we are going to increase by 10 stitches, so as this side to be equal with this side, and rows of increase to be also equal with the rows of decrease. So from there we are going to increase here with 10 stitches because here we reduced by 10. So onto this side we are going to increase by 10, so chain 10 stitches. Then after that I'll be here to show you what to do next. So after chaining the 10 stitches, you are going to place one half double crochet in each and every stitch. I've completed making one half double crochets onto this stitch over here. So after that, you'll be placing one half double crochet on the back loops of the previous stitches. Remember, you are using a ribbed pattern. So after completing this row, you'll be making constant rows, and constant rows are rows with no increase and they have no decrease. So you just repeat this for the next 26 rows. So in simple, this is what you have to make. So remember, onto this side we made 26 constant rows. So onto this other side you'll be making 26 constant rows. Remember, onto this side we made 18 rows of decrease. Also onto this other side you should make 18 rows of decrease. Make sure this side and this side rows are equal, and the rows of increase and decrease, the number of rows of increase and decrease, they are equal. So I'll just continue placing one half double crochet in each and every stitch until you have 26 rows. And remember, the number of rows, it depends on your body size. So I'll just make my 26 rows, and that is how we'll be making this front panel. So repeat that, and make sure this side that you made earlier is the same with this side that you're going to make right now. So just repeat that, then after that I'll be here to show you what to do next. I've completed joining the sweater, and I used the darning needle to join the pieces of the sweater and to join the sleeve, and this is how my sweater looks. This is my sleeves. Then after that, you'll attach your yarn. You'll attach the yarn at the center of the back panel for this sweater. Then after that, repeat one round of single crochet. Then after making one round of single crochet on your neck part, I'll be here to show you what to do next. I've completed my first round of single crochet. So after that, I'll be slip stitching onto that first stitch that we made over there. Then after slip stitching, chain 50 stitches because our turtleneck should be made of 50 stitches. So chain 50. Then after that, I'll be there to show you what to do next. And after chaining 50, chain one more stitch. Chaining the 51 stitch, skip that first stitch over there, then place single crochet onto the next 50 stitches. So place one single crochet until you complete this, and I'll be meeting you when you reach onto this point over here to show you what to do next. I've completed my first row of making the single crochet. Now we'll be joining this row that you have made with the neck part over here. So what you are going to do, you are going to skip this first stitch over here, then slip stitch onto the next 2 stitches. After doing that, turn your work around. Remember the 2 stitches that you have slip stitch, skip them, then continue placing single crochet onto this row to make the second row of making the neck part. So continue placing one single crochet, then I'll meet you when you are at the top of this row over here. I've completed my second row of making the single crochet. So to start the third row of single crochet, you are going to chain one, turn your work around, then continue placing one single crochet on the back loops of the previous stitches because you are using the ribbed pattern, and I'll meet you when you reach onto the lower side here to show you how to join this part, the neck part, with this round that we made so as to form the turtleneck. I've reached to the lower part of this row, and this is what you are going to do. There is this stitch over here, you are going to skip it, then slip stitch onto the next 2 stitches. Then after that, turn your work around and skip the 2 slip stitch that you have made, and onto this first single crochet over here, it's where we are going to place a single crochet on its back loop. So repeat that until you complete the entire neck of this sweater. Then after that, I'll be showing you how my sweater looks, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel.